We here. We live. About to find out if the homies are here on Friday night. Oh, I gotta turn that down so you don't hear me through my speakers. I'm gonna plug these headphones in too while we wait. Boom. Okay, I got the peace sign back. That's the confirmation. So let me, as per tradition, get the Instagram out. What up? How you doing, buddy? And story, blah blah blah. We are back again. Yes, we are. And it is a good Friday. I hope all y'all are doing well. Give me 1 sec. I'm just dealing with streaming things. Perfect. Here we go. Okay. Everything seems to be working. I'm doing good, Ultra. Thank you for asking. So do me a favor. I'm going to ask y'all to say hi in the chat so I can show that we're all a happy family. So go ahead and say hello in the chat for me. We're going to wait for a sec. Wait for him to come on in. Hold on. Hey, we are live. And the chat says, howdy. So come on by. I saw the howdy. I was like, yeah, that's the one. That's the one right now. Give me one. Now I got to do the link, and then we're good. I promise it's gonna be good. I promise. Oh, there's my voice. How was everybody's week? Was it dandy or was it a hard one? Was it a good one? Let me know. Hold on. There we go. Boom. We're live. Cool. Oh boy. Woo! Able to stream. Mike with the first super chat. Oh my goodness. Here we go. All right, look, well, we know we got to do our tradition, you know. We got to do our first goal, which is always me physically risking my life, you know. So I'll do all the colors. I'll do a kick flip. There it is. That's our new tradition here on David Streams, but you know, I heard Virginia had like a crazy winter this year. Like I wasn't up there other than Christmas, but I heard it was absolutely wild. But other than that, you know, it was pretty standard down here. I am going to change something real quick because I'm being picky. But yeah, today I'll talk about some of the things I filmed. I'll talk about what's coming out soon and stuff like that. And just kind of, I guess, my schedule, I guess. So it's one of those days, you know. Wait, real talk. Don't you guys hate when you put something on Instagram and you close the app that long and it's like, nah, it didn't upload. It just didn't. It just didn't do the thing that it was supposed to do. So sadly, it didn't do the thing it was supposed to do. So I have to fix that. But yeah, thankfully, weather here has been pretty good. So that's been nice. It's actually really nice today. But I took mostly the day for editing because if you didn't see on my Instagram, I finally drove the Bugatti Veyron. Finally drove it. It was quite the experience. If you have any questions about that, I'll gladly answer them. But it was something. It was something for sure. It was honestly faster than I expected. I knew it was going to be fast, right? We all know the Veyron's fast, but it was actually more impressive than I thought it was going to be. I know that sounds like such a like D-bag thing to say, but the clown shoe was fast. I'll just say the clown shoe was fast. That's what we'll say. 4 turbos, 16 cylinders. You'd hope it'd be fast, right? So, and Ed is just such a rock star over at VinWiki. He was so nice to let me drive it, and I had a lot to say after I was done. So it was, when it comes to that's actually a good question. When it comes to like valuing cars, like you said, how's it feel to drive $1 million car? The first time I did it was the Porsche 918 11 years ago. And I didn't really drive a car that expensive for a long time. Like a really long time. But I didn't even think about it. I just focused on the task at hand. I'm going to drive it. Not going to make them, do my best not to make any mistakes. And just watch out for the people, And, dude, I'm just trying to do a thumbnail, and it is just kicking my butt right now for some reason. But basically, yeah, you do not think about that. What you do realize is when you're driving it around, you are driving something that's so beyond people's imagination when they see it that, if somebody sees a Lambo or they see a McLaren, they go, oh, that's pretty neat. That's cool. Maybe I'll take a photo. When people saw me driving the Veyron, it looked like they'd seen a ghost. It looked like they didn't know how to process what they were seeing. Because, it's this legendary video game car and car we grew up seeing on Top Gear and everything else. But not really a lot in person moving, right? It's different when it's moving rather than at like a car show or something like that, or a museum. Like it does hit different when it's moving around, right? But let's see here. He's been working on Chunk all day. No, I wish I was working on music all day, to be honest. I saw Sharon last month. The rear generates so much heat. The plastic lights plate. Yeah, no, it's crazy. You should drive a Kona. I would love to, but that's one of those cars you got to know people, right? Just like the Veyron. I've been doing this for 15 years, and it was the first Bugatti I had ever even sat in. I've sat in like Paganis and Huayras and stuff like that, but yeah, the Veyron is barbarically fast for the time. I mean, if you were there in 2005 and you drove that, you would have been like, how is this possible? Like, it's that fast. I did meet Christian in 2015, and it was a 10-minute conversation. But I never got like contact info or anything. It was literally like, that's one of the few people in the car industry I did fangirl when I met them. Right, that was one of the few, because I really like loved the Agera, right? I loved the Agera, and I loved all that. But yeah, Christian Van Kozik was very nice when I met him all those years ago. And to give you context, when I went to the Geneva Motor Show, it was a last minute thing, so I had no nice clothes. I showed up as Happy effing Gilmore, dude. I had my Hurley hat, t-shirt, and jeans, and he treated me just fine. A lot of the other brands did not treat me just fine, and I'm sure you could guess which one it was. Hi, Kevin. The multiple Hi Kevins by Zach. You mentioned in a video that the scenic car shots over epic music hurt your stats. Would you consider a wordless recap of cars you reviewed in the last year and set to your favorite tracks? I could see that. It's really hard. Hold on, I actually have a friend FaceTiming me at the moment. Hey, guess what? I'm live streaming right now.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, everyone say hi.
Hello, everybody.
All right, well, real quick, if it's okay, I can shout you out, right? That's fine.
Sure.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Hey, he did all my merch for Cosmic Drift, and he does all my flyers and all that kind of stuff, and he's really cool. So you should go support him at Elite Designs, and I'll put his stuff in the chat right here. Sound good?
Yeah, sounds good, brother.
Okay, I'll call you right after. How about that?
Absolutely.
It might be late, actually, and it might be late, so I don't know.
It's fine. We'll figure it out.
Okay, I'll see you later. All right, appreciate you, dude. Bye.
All right, bye.
Jacob's awesome. He's awesome. He's helped me a lot throughout the years. So, actually, oh, I wish I had the poster in here. Oh, wait, I did. I do. I'll be right back. No, where is it? Shit. I had the poster. I guess it's not in here anymore. Anyway. Well, I guess I lost the poster. But anyway, this was like one of the shirts he designed. Real quick. It was really cool. He did such a good job. This was year two of Cosmic Drift. He did such an amazing job on the merch designs. And he's amazing. Amazing artist. Really, really great. And, yeah. I had the poster somewhere. But anyway. Pretty cool. Oh, Michael, kickflip contribution, Ableton stream. Yeah. Well, yeah, if we might resort to that if people get bored, so you know. It's Friday night. I don't know why I read it like that, GM, dude. Like freaking Katy Perry or whoever sung that. Chair stream. It's crazy how people like in like the streaming community get away with that. They just like walk away for like an hour and then they come back and there's still people there. Favorite budget car you've recently drove. Ooh, I'm looking at a list of things I need to edit right now. And none of them are budget cars. They're all expensive builds. Like basically none of them are like really cheap budget builds. But they're not like all exotics either. You know what I mean? They're still just the economy the way it is. It's hard to be like budget build. I mean, the Eclipse I just released yesterday, that probably is the closest one. Yo, oh, my man Joey in the building. My man here. Oh yeah, shout out to Joey, Michael. They've been helping me with music stuff behind the scenes, so that's been really fun. Always look forward to that Discord server. Have you thought about doing head-to-head reviews? I have, actually. Hey, it's good to see you, by the way. I recognize your name. I have. I actually did a few. I did, like, for example, like, a long time ago when the 2018 Mustang came out, I did the 2018 Mustang versus the 2013 Mustang, and I did a few others, but I talked to, hey, Whitaker, what's up, dude? Hey, by the way, I need an excuse to come to Florida and do some filming, so if you got anything, let me know. But anyway, basically, I just blanked out. I'm sorry. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, budget cars and blah, 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 blah. Oh my God, I'm blanking out. I'm sorry. Because I saw a J-Wag come in. And I'm like, anyway. Yes, I've been doing a lot. And oh, hey, Jared, how you doing? I think I saw your name earlier. Thank you for coming to the stream. Tap it able to bro, trade of thought, derailed. Yeah, completely derailed. But yeah, most of the cars I filmed recently have not been budget set. Oh, bam, there it was. I got it. We came back around, baby. So depending on how the Veyron video does, which I plan on releasing Sunday, that's my goal, to edit it and release it on Sunday. Me and Ed talked about doing a head-to-head between the Veyron and the Murcielago manual Roadster, because believe it or not, they're worth the exact same now, which is crazy. Like, I would never have guessed that 20 years ago. I would have said the Murcielago probably would have held its value like the Diablo did, but I didn't know they're going to appreciate to $1 million. Like, that's insane. The very specific gated manual ones. So if the Veyron one does good, we'll do another video comparing like which one's the cooler $1 million car kind of thing. But you know, there is something about, you know, a naturally aspirated V12 that's not as fast but sounds insane, right? That's always a big thing. Craziest 3-valve S197, the Helion Turbo one, I think would be the one, which was the first big turbo car I ever drove. Yeah, it was the first car over 500 horsepower I ever drove. That was in December of 2013. It's owned by a guy named Brett Terrell. We all nicknamed him Helion because he had a real southern draw, and he had a Helion turbo kit. And so he was nice enough. He was one of the early guys to let me drive his car. So I have him to thank for that. Oh, side note, that was also the very first video I did a musical glamour intro. The very first one. And then the response was so good, I just leaned into it. So, you know. Sweet S550 Mustang, S550 enough. I bought one myself. Yeah, it's a great car. I might do a S550 drift car this year. I'm not going to confirm it, but that's my goal, is to sell some of my other stuff and then do that. Because I just want a car that works and drives and is fun. And I miss my S550. But this one would be manual and have an angle kit on it and blah, blah, blah. The donk video? Yeah, so I appreciate you watching the donk video. Basically, what I want to do is more videos like that, but with different subcultures. So I'm trying to find people in Houston who are connected with like the slab and the swinger culture. That's kind of what I want to do next, right? But, you know, with those subcultures, you do need like an in, you know, who knows everybody, who listens and cares for it. So that's kind of like my next goal when it comes to that subculture thing. And I also want to do more like around the world documentaries on car culture. Those are like my favorite videos I've ever made personally. Like those I just really love making. So that's what I'm kind of looking into. Are you only interested in cars with interest? No. You ever do a truck, some builds, pre-order? No, because if you look at the entire history of my channel, it doesn't matter what I do off-roading, it bombs. It doesn't just do bad, it bombs. Like, we're talking like 10,000 views. And for me, that's catastrophic. That's like making $20 for context. Like the video I did with Donut Media that got 11,000 views like 2 weeks ago or a week ago, it made $30. So you have to be really careful with what you do. And, you know, I have done some crazy stuff off-road, but it just never really took off for me. So that's why I kind of avoid it. Like I went to Dakar last year and I still never released the video because I never edited it. I gotta do that. Arizona's cool. I did a video out there. When was it? Oh man, it was a while ago now. It was probably 2018 or 2019. And I did something for what was it? It was a car show in Scottsdale. I went there and filmed for them. And the people were so nice. That's my main takeaway, was everybody was super, super nice. But I still got to get back out there and do some filming. My great granddad was an archaeologist for Valvoline, and he retired in Sedona, Arizona. So I went out there pretty good. Coyote swap Fox. Yeah, but Sedona is cool though. Sedona, it's funny. I went on the pink Jeep tour as a kid out there. It's literally it. No, I'm not pressuring anybody to go watch the SVT Focus video. It's fine. It's just one of those things where, I was just trying to give some context of like, if you get on YouTube, if you do anything that gets under like 50,000, especially, you're in trouble. If you do this full time, it's tough unless you're uploading every single day, right? Because then it adds up. But I don't. I try to have videos that are really well put together, and so it's very tough. I mean, it's one of those things where I think the Eclipse video from yesterday has already stopped. It's already like stopped dead in its tracks. So you basically have, for me, I have like 2 days for a video to succeed or not. And then after it's over, it's done. It's pretty much done. All right, let's see. Blood, Sweat, and Gears Part 2 went, dude. You know what's funny? Years and years ago, I kind of think my Coyote Coupe series movie I did is like the sequel to Blood, Sweat, and Gears, like spiritually, like spiritual successor. I did the same interview style. I did the same documentary style, just way better, than I did when I was so young. But that series sadly didn't do good either. So that was 10 years of my life. So can we get a car update video? Okay. Well, actually, yeah, I actually filmed one. So I filmed one. It'll be out probably within the next month or so. So we'll see. Do you agree that Toyota is in the spotlight right now with all the GR models straight in? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I'd say so, but I am concerned about the CEO switchover. And by the way, Big Blow, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm sorry I didn't say thank you, and same with Eddie. Thank you for that. Project Katana. Yeah, that car has been hell, dude, dealing with that thing. And the steering is still wonky in that thing. The second channel, is called That Dude 2 now. I don't really post on it. I've always like put my foot in the water on it and see that it doesn't really get traction, so I pull out of it, and I just have to essentially put all my effort into That Dude in Blue, because it is a full-time thing to just do one. So to do two, it's really hard to film, edit, release, thumbnail, title, tag, and then do it all over again for another one, If you had to repaint your cars a different color, what would you go with? Ooh. I'm thinking. Sorry. Maybe Laguna Seca blue from BMW. Or Miami blue from Porsche. That turquoise-ish color. I think it's really neat. Matte orange. Really wanted 2014 Camaro SS with bolt-ons. My truck is a bolt-on 5.3 Cat Eye, but it's terrible gas mileage. What if bolt-on SS would be better. Yeah, it would be better. For sure. Especially with the transmissions that, are in it. A little bit more modern, all-wheel drive K-swap or wheel drive all-wheel drive. So when I drove the throttle one, that was the day I realized why hardly anybody rear-wheel drive swaps Civics. I was like, oh, after all these years of wondering. And yeah, it's all-wheel drive for sure. What's your prediction of the future of GR as a standalone brand? I'm really proud of them because now they're, backing Team Haas in F1. And there's something really special about seeing Haas in testing with the big GR logo on it, right? It makes my heart warm because it's like Toyota is in motorsports, you know, it makes me stoked. But if you don't know, like they're based in Mooresville, which is outside of Charlotte. And the GR garage where they build the GR Cup cars, like the GR86 Cup cars, and Haas is not far from each other. So it's truly really cool to know like everything's in the vicinity and everything's pretty cool. Sorry guys, I'm letting the chat load. Sometimes it takes a little bit. You know what I mean? I don't know why I'm talking in this accent, but I guess I'm talking in this accent now. What my extended family sounds like, but I love them for it. Is there a project car you have in your sights in the future? No, other than probably the S550 drift project I want to do this year. Because I've been blessed to have title sponsors sign me again this year, which is, you know, right of applause for everybody. Thanks to you guys supporting me. That means I get to keep doing this. Which then means the sponsors want to support me. So they want me to do an American ride-along car, and the obvious answer for me is a Mustang because it's what people know me for. I know the platform better than any other platform, and the Coyote motor has just treated me the best out of everything I've ever built. So that's what I'm going to probably do this year. It will do like cool livery and stuff on it, but yeah, that's probably the goal this year. I think the days of me doing these crazy engine swaps and everything are pretty much behind me because there's just no return on them. It's just too high risk for me, sadly, and it takes too long. It takes too long, and it's too high risk. And when you have other channels that have entire, this is a good thing for them. When they have an entire mechanic team and everything, and I'm by myself, it's just not worth the time and effort. So if you're only getting 30K, 20K views per episode on a car that costs you $40,000 to build all in, it doesn't make any sense. You're only making like 50 to $100 a video. So it's just not worth it. So that's how I look at it. I wonder what it would take to get Ford CEO to let you borrow a GTD. Well, thankfully, finally got to drive the GTD. Finally got to drive it thanks to Vin Giggs, which I will put here. Unbelievably nice guy. It was thanks to a friend of mine named Quentin, and then they connected me, and then I drove to Charlotte, and I got to drive the car finally. So that was amazing, and I put that video out 2 months ago, I think, something like that. Let's see. GTD. Oh, it's longer than that. October 5th. Yeah, released that October 5th. Cool. It was good timing because I got to drive the ZR1 like a month or so before, so it's still pretty fresh. We ever do another collab with Matt? Yeah, I love Matt. He's awesome. He works really, really hard. Very knowledgeable. He's very good at what he does. I don't think he gets enough credit to what he does. But every time I see him at a press event, I always make sure to like hang out with him and talk to him and everything. Because we go back, forever. And he let me sleep on his freaking couch in his basement when I first went to Pittsburgh to go filming. You know what I mean? That's homies helping homies out, back in the day. And that'll always stick with me. People who helped me when I had no audience, like, I'll always be loyal to them. If they, unless they do something brash, but they haven't, New green. I don't think I've seen it, to be honest. Sorry, I drink a lot of fluids during stream. What car would you review if views didn't matter? I mean, I pretty much always take the risk at least once. Because at this point, I've filmed over 1,000 cars, so I've pretty much reviewed everything when it comes to the basic knowledge of car culture, I'd say. At least within reach, especially. I'm trying to think of what it would be. Sorry, I'm going through the file cabinet in the brain here. I guess, man, a Mazda 323. I'd like to do a Mazda 323. I would do that regardless, just for me, because it's cool. Mazda 323. Let me think. Just those weird ones. You know what I mean? The weird ones that people don't know as much about. Some guy emailed me years ago. He had a turbocharged Oldsmobile Alero. I never got around to that one, but I'm kicking myself I never got around to that one. So yeah. LMW 2. Yeah. Yeah, that one would do bad. That one would definitely do bad, but I would do it anyway for the opportunity, right? Have you ever thought about reviewing YouTubers' cars? I mean, I have. I've done TJs, I've done throttles, I've done street speeds, I've done Matt Moran's, I've done Adams, I've done... But those are all, like, people I personally know, right? Like, it's much harder to do that when you don't know them, right? Like, you still have to initiate the connection and the conversation and all that kind of stuff. So, otherwise I just would. You know what I mean? I would do every YouTuber's car pretty much if I had the opportunity. But the problem is, I'm going to sound cynical. Sadly, sometimes other channels look down at other YouTube channels. I'm just saying, so it's not always yes. Driving all the high-low donut cars would be funny. I've actually pitched that to Donut several times, and a lot of the hosts want to do it, but they haven't been able to go through with it yet because they're busy people. But yes, I would love to do all the high-low cars. I would love to do that. Whose Formula Drift car would you like to take a spin in? Ooh, say Matt Fields' demo C8 Vet. That's probably the one I'm the most curious about how that thing drives. If a crazier were to collab with Throttle House, be hype. Actually, I have emails still from Throttle House. We talked back and forth several times, and I was going to go fly to Canada and do stuff with them, but it just stars never aligned, sadly. And now they're even harder to get a hold of because of the new Grand Tour stuff. I got into cars pretty late compared to most people, like when I was a teenager, and I mostly because of pop culture. I've kind of said this ad nauseum for everybody else, but long story short, Need for Speed Underground, Fast and Furious. I was highly influenced by all those things. I was like, okay, that looks sick. And then when I got my driver's license, I'm like, driving is the coolest thing ever. It is the best thing ever. So yeah, definitely. Neighborhood Automotive Collab, T-Pain knows I drift out. No, you gotta go look at my Instagram, dude. I actually have a side job with T-Pain now, believe it or not. I actually work for him. So, yes. And I see the Nappy Boy guys all the time. That's why I'm wearing all of their merch. I'm close with all of them. I love them. They're great people. Thanks, man. No, dude, the Nappy Boy guys, they're just awesome. I love hanging out with them and working with them. Like here's the semi-drive for them. Basically, I teach the people who come in for the podcast how to drive on a sim, and then they try to beat my time, and then they don't, and it's funny, and ta-da! Yeah, Hurt and Pain is awesome. Oh, Big Blow, thank you so much for the super chat. If you had to pick a YouTuber to do a build-off against, who would it be, and what would the build be? Against? Ooh. It'd be different if they were on my team. But if they're against... I mean, I kind of did that with the whole Dodge Roadkill Knights thing, and that didn't end well. I would probably do a Coyote car because I just know them so well. I'd probably just boost a Coyote. like a 2015 S550, and then just like what High Low did for Donut. I probably want to do that and go drag racing and just call it. But I don't know, maybe against Nappy Boy. I love them, so maybe against them for fun. Big Time's awesome though. They're great. They're great. Build up with Tita versus do it with Dan. Oh man, that'd be awesome to see. Yeah, his old Camaro. I saw an orange one just like his the other day, and it really reminded me of him. Would you ever do a watch party stream? Car movies, camp bar? Yeah, that'd be fun. I think we just have to avoid copyright. That's the issue, right? Then our stream gets pulled, sadly. But it's not like Twitch where they get away with freaking everything. Would you like to participate in Twitter? Yes, but it's invite only. So I would say yes to anything at the Freedom Factory if I had the opportunity, but it's invite only. I did see that. I saw that they're going to put F1 races in movie theaters. I think it's a great idea because you could be in a room with a bunch of hardcore racing fans. I think that's a really neat idea. Do you ride motorcycles, have an interest in them? No, I actually don't, and I know for a fact that I would get hurt riding one, and all of my friends except Dan that have ridden have had catastrophic accidents in them. And I respect them and I understand why people love them, but it's just not for me. And I just play with my life already enough, so I already look at it that way. Yeah, so yeah, Gears of Gasoline are going to Puerto Rico, and I do plan on going there this year. Yes, I don't know if it'll be the same time as them, but I do plan on going there because there's some drift events out there, and some people want me to go out there and hang out and do some driving. So it'd be sweet. Best modern Need for Speed game? Heat. That's the one I would choose. Heat. What car would you pick for 10K, 25K, 50K, 100K? None of them can be the same as each other. 10K C5 Corvette. 25K S550 Mustang. 50K probably a used Porsche of some type, and then 100K would be if you could find one, a C8 Z06, if you find a used one, but those have not really dropped in value, but I guess that's a reach. But yeah, that's kind of my gut feeling, something around that. C7 Z06 is still incredible too, so that's definitely up there. Are you still hosting your events? Always wanted to go, but I broke a little segment. Not for now. I have nothing planned because sadly our track was closed, so there's still things up in the air about what's going to happen to it. So it was the perfect venue. Like it was the perfect venue. It was 40 minutes outside of the city. It was, here in Georgia, we have North Carolina, all the way up to Virginia, all the way down to Florida, to Alabama, to everything all around us could come. It was just perfect when it came to the radius of everything. So I would have to find a different venue. So that's a whole different thing. And Cosmic is the one I would have to do because all my other drift events did okay. Like they didn't skyrocket in popularity, but Cosmic did. By the end, year 3 of Cosmic, we had 3,000 people, nearly 3,000. It was like 2,800 people show up, and it was incredible. I mean, it's one of the best nights of my life. It was stressful, but it was one of the best nights of my life. Because I worked on something practically by myself for a year, brought some friends on just to help volunteer for the day, and then we did it. We knocked it out of the park. We killed it. It was great. Did you draw any of those cards you have on the wall? No, these are all you guys. These are all viewer fan art that's been given to me over the years, and they're just incredible, incredible people. Any plans to come to Australia? I got a 1,000 powered Falcon, a handful. Well, I know we talked about this with Ultra here in this chat, but hey, man, if we all get together, tell me the time of year I need to go, and I'll make myself available. I know I've said this a million times with Ultra Down Under, but I definitely need to get down there. So, and that's what I'm looking for is Falcons, right? I'm looking for Falcon stuff I can't drive here in the US. So that's what I'm definitely looking for. Come when it's not hot. Enfield Lumber Speedway, they've done drifting. Yeah, they do, but I'm not going to lie, I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it so much because it's a cheese grater. You don't get any seat time there because the surface there destroys tires. Like at Lanier, where we used to have our drift events, you could drift all day on 2 or 4 tires. Like some people get through the entire day on 1 set of tires. So... Oh, also it's $30,000, I think, to rent out that place, and I don't have that. So, so just transparent. Are there any cars rumored or confirmed to come out that generally excite you? If it does happen, the new MR2, if that is a real thing, I'm really excited to see if that's a real thing. Okay, winter best. Okay. Well, shoot me an email, please. We'll do like a group CC with Ultra Down Under. Do you like GT3 racing? Yeah, I think it's amazing. I don't keep up with it as much as I'd like to, but I highly respect it. Like the infield of OSW, yes, that's exactly right. That bowl destroys tires. Every time I've been there, I'm like, oh. But yes, you know what's funny? That's not the first time people keep saying go to Leadfoot. So I'm probably going to have to take a scouting trip to Leadfoot soon. Maybe next time I'm in Florida filming, I'll definitely go there. I'm sure Bathurst was fun. That looks like such an incredible race. That's on my bucket list for sure. Think people go back to Gatlinburg? Yeah, they'll go back. They'll go back. They went back to Ocean City when H2O was shut down. Just when I wanted to go to sleep. Hi, Yogurt. That's funny. Here, I'm going to make this longer because that wasn't fair. It sounds so dramatic when you read the goal. You're like, really, David? Really? Really? That's fair. It's pretty late, man. Dude, the worst thing ever is when you tell yourself you're going to go to bed early, and then you're just like, you know, I'll just watch this one YouTube video. Next thing you know, it's 1 a.m. Any future events for Canada? So my friend Peter lives up in Ontario, and he does drift events up there. So maybe go up there sometime, see him. I've always had that on my list too. But yeah, Been to Quebec. I've been to like, it's so funny. I've been to almost every other region of Canada that's populated, like, you know, BC, Alberta, all that kind of stuff, Quebec. But I have not done any videos in Ontario. So it's great. They do a cool event. So what fears you run up is return road from the drag strip. Okay. I'm not gonna lie though, I've had some of my best car memories ever in Quebec. Like, it was amazing. Yes, we should play Halo again. I'd be down to play Halo 2 again with everybody. So I can be a boomer and say, back in my day, we didn't have a sprint button. Any trips to Europe planned? Yes, I know this sounds super weird. I'm looking into doing the Balkans. I have some connections to go to Bosnia and Herzegovina, possibly Serbia, and some other places because no one films their car stuff there. And I was like, that very much interests me because a lot of the street racers that I used to know back in the day were all from there. And so and so I'm just like, where do these people come from? And I'm also a huge history buff. And from the 90s, that place, you know, was in huge conflict. So I would definitely be curious to see everything and how the culture is and all that kind of stuff. So yes, it would be interesting to say the least. I try to go places where people just don't film, right, for car stuff. Uh, Yogurt, yes, I actually would like to go there for Drift Masters. I also would like to do a car culture Poland video. Like, my goals are, you know, I'm going to write all this down just for my head so I can keep up with it, okay? These are the places I want to go to do car culture. Okay, Poland. I want to do the Balkans, like I said. Balkans. I want to do Thailand because of their crazy stuff. Japan. Still haven't done Japan yet, but everybody's done Japan to death, so I kind of want to. I'll go there eventually. Japan, down under, you know, Aussie and New Zealand, and I hit something else at the top of my head. Maybe the UK, because of the weird drag racing scene they have there, like the weird front wheel drive scene they have there. No, Isle of Man TT, I have a funny story about that. So basically, I got an email from Honda years ago. They said, hey, would you like to go to the Isle of Man TT? They said, absolutely, that sounds incredible. And they said, oh, okay, just send us over where you're from and stuff. This is how out of touch brands are sometimes. They didn't know I lived in the US. They didn't know that I have to get on a plane to go there. They thought I lived in Europe. They just didn't Google me. They sent me this email and didn't even Google me. And then I told them where I was from. They said, oh, no, we can't bring you. I was like, oh, okay. Cool. So that was a dream crushed. Well, I'm putting that in the list now. I heard Malaysia's got some cool stuff too. And Singapore. I maybe like to do Singapore. I know it's not Malaysia, by the way. I'm cultured enough. Asia, yeah, that's what I mean. Asia's got a lot of cool stuff. But that's what I mean is like, I kind of want to get back to a return to form to where if you've seen like my Puerto Rico video, for example, or my Hawaii video back in the day, or I did a Saudi Arabia one. No one watched it, but you know, I kind of get it, to be honest. So, but you know, that's what I kind of look at. Ultra, that's kind of why I want to go, right? That's kind of why I want to see is like what people do, you know, to get a car. Yeah, Seat Time, if you haven't seen it, I think you'd like my Puerto Rico videos then. I loved doing the Puerto Rico videos back in 2019. They were awesome. Thank you, James. I appreciate that. That sounds freaking sick. What car is top of your bucket list to review or be able to drive? Okay. Ford Eris 200. That's always been on my list. Any Koenigsegg, really, at this point. Still haven't driven one. Those really expensive ones that are hard to get, right? The Paganis, all that stuff. I just want to experience them, to be selfish. And then the more niche ones, like, for example, Ford had a V10 Mustang. They only built one, I think. I don't think they let anyone drive it because it's in a collection, but I would love to see what that would be like. Cobra R. I like to drive Cobra R. Let me think here. Countach. Never done a Countach. I knocked out GT40. 05 Ford GT. Never did the 05 Ford GT. Done the 2024 GT and the GT40, but never the 05. Trying to think of it. Anything else? Drove Appalachia is sick. I would love to do it in the right car, right? Actually, I think they still have media applications, so maybe I can apply for that. Yeah, it was a prototype, the V10 Mustang. Yeah. Is there a project car you reviewed that you wanted to buy off the internet? Only once, and it was in my earlier days. It was an S14. It was the first S14 second S14 I ever reviewed. And it had a KAT in it, and it made 330 wheel and 330 torque, and it was perfect. It was so fun to drive. It was exactly what I wanted, and I just couldn't bring myself to ask, and I never did. The GT90 looks so cool. I wish that was a real thing. Yeah, if I get another Mustang, it'll probably be S550 because the S650s are still so expensive. And honestly, like that, there's not a lot of hype around them, sadly, anymore. So it'd be kind of a waste to spend another $20,000 effing dollars, to do that. So I'd probably just get a Gen 2 or a Gen 3 S550. Is the 07K the VW equivalent? I don't know. I mean, they're still very niche. Like, a lot of people don't know about those things. Like the Porsche I drove with one in it. That was really impressive. It was super impressive. But yeah, you're going to find a lot more LS swaps than that. Oh no, Ricebox. I'm with you. Totally understand. Is Lanier closed for good? As of right now, yes. Sadly. A 458 sold for $400,000? That's insane. That's insane. It better be a Pista or something. Are engine swaps considered dream builds nowadays? I'd say so, because it's just so freaking expensive to do, everyone's gotten so numb to them. I mean, it was the coolest thing ever in 2015 when you saw somebody do a crazy engine swap. Now people just go, I saw it on TikTok. I don't care anymore. It's just sad. I sound grumpy, but it is the reality. It's very hard to impress people now because everything's been done, kind of thing. If money was no object, that's too much limit buying car? I guess right now would be the cars that impressed me the most last year were the ZR1 and the GTD. They impressed me the most last year, both of them. They drove completely different. I don't even really think they should be compared because they drove so different. But I got out of both of them going, wow, what a effing amazing car. So yeah, those would be my dream cars as of right now, probably, when it comes to a brand new car. Is there any common car and car culture that you haven't driven yet? Honestly, I think you guys could be able to help me more on this one. It kind of blends all together in here. So there's something that you haven't seen me drive. You might know. I can just say yes or no if I've driven it or not. But when it comes to like the commonality of like all the legendary cars, I've been fortunate enough to do 90% of them, I'd say. Oh yeah, Dark Horse SC. That'd be cool. I really want to drive the Dark Horse SC. I hope I get to. Price availability of Gen 2, GT350 going to improve. I think so. That'll be a great... I mean, you can get the GT350 now for like 40, and that's awesome. That's still an amazing car. Hey, Father Firefighter in the house. R31, yes. I've driven one off camera. Chevy Venture, no, I have not. 2000 SVT-R, the Cobra, yeah, no, I haven't driven. That's the one I said earlier. I haven't done that either. Rally Art, Mitsubishi Magna, no. What is the Magna? I don't even know what that is off the top of my head. No, I have not driven that. Nope. I don't think we got those. Oh yeah, because duh, it's down under. Yeah, we didn't get those. Porsche Boxer, yes. C-Time, it's a great dream car. Attainable, too. From your last disclosure, what shocks me, most people can find out similar head bolts onto a different engine block. Yeah, it is. People fascinate me with how clever they get. 135i, yes, I have. Pretty much all the N54 stuff. I have done Laguna Seca, but it was off camera. R53 Mini, yes. Yes, if you go back to my old videos, yes. Oh, the Fusion? I remember when those came out. I do remember when those came out. I was actually pretty shocked how quick they were. Alpina, I'd love to drive the Alpina, dude. I heard nothing but good things about it. Porsche 718, yes. Driven it. I've driven the GT4 RS too. I got to drive that on track and I was so mind blown. Honestly, that's an unlimited budget car too. That car it solves everything. It's everything, right? Like, if you could have one car to do everything, it's that, pretty much. It sounds good, it's fast as hell, it handles great, it brakes, best in the business, like, yeah. Have you any Saab builds? No, they're so rare, dude. You never see Saabs anymore. Yes, you did, Ron. That was a good day. Very scary day on Daytona, but it was a good day. Macan's great. Great SUV. There's a reason they sell so well. It's a great SUV. Have not driven a Daytona, but have done, like I said, GT40 and the Cobras. Missed you too, buddy. Good to see you, Ron. Saudi 2000. No, I have not. I have driven the Patrol, though. I did drive the Patrol on some sand dunes out there. I think you've driven every car. No, it's close, but not every car. Is it Macan a hatchet? No. It's a crossover. There you go. I need to go to Scandinavia. That's another one I needed to write down. I wanted to go to like Stockholm Open and stuff. If there's anyone in Scandinavia that is a connection to car culture there, please let me know, because that's another thing I gotta have. Oh yeah, no, I've sat in Daytona. It is tiny. Trackhawk, yes, I have done the Trackhawk. Jamaica, I've heard Jamaica's car, if you know where to go, some of the cars are really cool. I've done Hummer H1. No, I didn't film it. I drove it. I drove a Hummer H1. I've done... No, I never filmed the Hummers. Because I just didn't think anyone would care. I just drove them. South Africa, I would have to know where to go. But yeah, I hear there's some cool stuff there too. Have you been to the east coast of Canada? Yes. Or you mean the very east coast? No, sorry. Like Nova Scotia and stuff? I have not. Or New Brunswick? No, I have not. OBS Bronco? Yes, I have done the Bronco. Yeah, my Bronco videos tanked. I was blown away by that. I got more views on the video of me sitting in my office talking about the Bronco than driving the Bronco and jumping the Bronco. So the ski slope drags look crazy. Those do look cool. Hey, Nova Scotia. Oh yeah, that thing. That was a guy. That guy we called Cobra Mike. He owned that truck, and it was crazy to this day. That was in November or December of 2013. Long time ago. Volvos, yep, done the Volvos. Mercedes does, but I think it's because most people who have Mercedes, it doesn't matter which one it is. People, for some reason, mentally think it's out of reach, so they don't really care as much. Is there a cheap sports car you recommend that I get my son? He wants a S197 GT500. Early 2000s. Oh, sorry, like the 07, 08. They're like coyote fast. I know that sounds crazy, but like Smurf, when it was naturally aspirated, spanked one pretty bad. But they're still awesome. They're still awesome, fun cars, and they sound really cool. Yes, Ron, I would love to do that for sure. That sounds fun. SLR McLaren AMG or Celine S7. I have not driven the Celine S7, but I have driven the SLR McLaren. Have you driven an Opel or a Vauxhall? Technically, no, but I've driven their GM brothers, like Pontiac Solstice, Saturn Sky. Same car underneath. So, but it would be cool to do it. Why not? Oh, the X-Type. Yeah, no, never was able to find one. I looked for one. Ron, I'm still working on my schedule because I'm now doing like the side thing for Pain. Now, like I'm doing the side thing for Nappy Boy, so I have to schedule around that. But I'm going to be traveling a lot this year. I plan on traveling a lot this year. Would you ever buy an EV? If so, which one? I mean, I'm not a huge EV fan. I just drove the Rivian Quad. It was crazy. It's crazy fast, obviously. I made 1,000 horsepower and 1,100 foot-pounds of torque. Those videos would be out soon. I mean, honestly, the best bang for your buck as a car guy is getting a used Plaid. Or a used Taycan. They're about the same price now. And the Taycan is a nice car. It is such a good car. Like, out of all the EVs that I've driven, it's still, I think, my favorite one. I still like the Taycan the most, I think. But, you know, when it came out, it was crazy expensive, so it should be. I've not been to Goodwood. I definitely need to put that on the list. ZR1X underrated is not talking about. I think it's just because it hasn't really come out. You don't see them in media other than like the drag racing thing. But other than that, the ZR1 has been, you know, people have bought them and driven them and all that kind of stuff. The RS5 does look great, but man, it's like 5,200 pounds. So, Michael coming in with the super chat. And by the way, super chats always get priority. I mean, that's pretty obvious, but thank you, Michael. I appreciate you. You tapping into Ableton right now, heavy on sound design right now, trying to get like Jaren, who was also in the stream. I also hope one day I'll make D&B and Jungle as good as our Lord and Savior. That's beautiful. Bro, that is glazing me. It's not that good. It's not that good. To me, it's still like, so for context, everybody, I made this beat, this jungle and drum and bass beat that kicked my butt for like a full day, and I still wasn't happy with it. And I sent it to my producer friends, and they were like, I was like, I don't know, guys. There's something wrong with it. In the big 26. I'm just saying. Muscle car culture, with you being in the Southeast, have you had a chance to turkey ride? I've heard amazing things about the turkey ride run, but I've never done it. But I've heard really good things about it. Side note, do you guys want to hear... Actually, you know what? Since this goal ain't working, I'm going to change it. I guess I'm not doing a kickflip today. It saves my legs. Oh, man. Boom. There. Look, wait, why did it do one super... That's ridiculous. Hold on. I don't know why it did that. Hold on. That's insane. That's not enough. Hold on. There, we'll do this. Boom. Okay, cool. Since we're always see you driving something with four wheels, do you know to ride? We talked about this earlier. I know how to ride, but not well, and I don't really have any interest in it because I've had so many friends get hurt, and I actually had one friend pass away on the side of the highway and get revived because of people's stupidity, and so I just stay away from it. Thoughts on the new 2026 RS5? Would love to make a video on it. I hate them and my life. So I have not dug in too much. I thought about making a video about it, but German cars are kind of rare when it comes to being successful on here. But the RS5, I think it's really cool, but I am concerned about the weight, just like we thought about the BMW M5. The BMW M5 was actually a really great driving car, but man, if you were in the wet and you tried braking at a high speed, it was really scary. This one I think is going to be the same way, but I have a harder time getting my butt in Audis than I do in BMWs, so I don't know. We'll see. Does $1 not count? No, it counts. What? Okay, I'm going to count that in my head, Underdog. I'll count that if that's not fair. It should have. I don't know why I didn't do that. I'm sorry, buddy. But I'm going to make a note of that we need a 9. That's not cool. I'm sorry about that. But anyway, would you ever do a video about Mexico Street? Oh, yeah. I mean, I think 1320 does such an amazing... I think that 1320... Thank you, Michael. I think 1320 does such an amazing job at that. That you would just... You know, maybe I'll tag along with them someday. And I'll do that. But that'd probably be the best way to go about it. I did go to a no prep race though, but I haven't edited it yet. FL5 Civic Type R, great car, amazing car. I would take it over the WRX. The XR4 Ti would probably break down, so probably the Schwinn. Thanks, Cavs. I appreciate that. So I know, take a bathroom break. I'm not letting you make fun of my chair this time. Is it turning around by itself? Are you kidding me? We're back. All right, come back. Okay. Cheers. Oh my, holy Michael, bro. Come on, man. Use this money to work on your car, Michael. Come on. Thank you, Michael. Oh my God, you met the goal too when I was gone? Come on. Oh my God, dude. That's so funny, dude. Wait, hold on. Well, Michael, you want the kickflip, but do the people, are they going to vote for that? Oh, by the way, 3K GG, that's amazing. But keep at it, dude. I'm proud of you for getting it running. I actually just talked about the RS5. But anyway, long story short, I'm concerned about the weight. I think it's going to drive really nice, but I am concerned about the weight. That's the number one thing. I think it looks great in the engine. Here, I'm gonna do a poll. Do a kickflip. I can spell, I promise. Or future video list. All right, see what happens. Oh man, it's a battle. It's a battle. It's 50-50. Here we go. It's 50-50 again. We won. You know, just because of that, I might do that. Oh my God, it's close. It is close, guys. We want to kick back. I might have to overrule the poll because Michael and they put it over the edge. They put the goal over the edge. So I might do that and then video list the next time. I might have to be with an iron fist on that one. Kickflip on carpet. Yeah, it sucks to do a kickflip on carpet. You got to do both now. Okay. All right. I'm going to do another goal then. All right. Oh, the Busher DSM shootout? Yeah. Yeah, no, my friends went to that every year. Every single year. In fact, I think in my last video, in the Eclipse video, Glenn, the guy, was wearing the DSM shootout thing. And okay, fine, we're doing okay. Okay, we're doing the kickflip. Why not streaming ski? That would make a lot more sense now, wouldn't it? But I guess it's cold in there right now, so I'd have to turn the heat on. So, you know, kickflip. God dang it. Okay, we pushed it over the edge. We've pushed it over the edge, everybody. All right. Let me grab my board. Let me do this real quick. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm on the way back. All right, we're doing it. We're doing this. We're doing it again, huh? All right. Okay. Don't say that, Michael. Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that, dude. Actually, that's a really bad idea. Dude, I'm like, this is such a bad idea. I'm not feeling it today at all, but we're going to do it because I promise I do it. All right, I'm going to try not to overthink this. Oh my God. God, I almost had it first try. I think if I just take my time instead of rushing it, I'll get it faster. God, oh no! That was it. That was it, man. Oh, my shoes. Let's take that lace real quick. I almost died. Oh, clip that. Oh, I'm so glad. I am so glad these stayed. I am so glad. I need to sit closer. Oh, so if I fall, I'll fall on the carpet. Oh, that hurt my butt. My God, please. Got it. Woo, that was clean too, boys. How about them apples? Yeah, buddy. We're gonna run it now? Maybe? Hey, crazy take. Okay, I'm done. Woo! And my shoe came untied. All right. With a loose shoe. I'm out of breath now. Oh. Okay. Okay. Whew. We did it. We did it. Now do a tray flip? No effing way. Not in this room. Maybe on the ramp one day, but not here. I am winded because of like that sense of the oh crap when I was going to the wall. I didn't want all the artwork to get knocked out. I also just need to not sit around so much editing. I used to be really good about cardio, but yeah, now. No hospital stream needed. That's right. Okay. Now we'll do this again. Okay. We're resetting the other thing. All right, here we go. You just started on my catching. No, I'm here. I'm here, Victor. I just did my kickflip. That's been my stream tradition nowadays. Sorry, Wall. Honestly, I was pretty stoked how clean that was. My stream is frozen. Is this on right now? Okay, no. I was like, am I getting feedback? 3 minutes for 60 BC. Yeah, dude. That's the dream, man. Just like Tony Hawk, man. Still going. I love it. I love it. He's still skating. Can you do a Primo slide? I've tried it. I've tried it. Are you making a video about Ableton or not? For context, everybody, Michael just really wants me to pull up my music production software and have me goof off on stream. You freaking... I probably won't make an Ableton video until I actually release music. How about that, Michael? I'll probably say, hey, I've been doing this for however long behind the scenes. Here's the Spotify or whatever the F, you know? No, I'm using Ableton. And Michael, dude, you are so nice. You can't, I promise you, I see you as a friend and not a donator. So oh, thanks, Underdog. I appreciate that. Like, really, it means a lot. But yeah, what I do now, okay, how do I explain this? So, anybody who has ever tried to make music, ever, even if it's a simple 4 on the floor beat, it's really easy to get stuck. And so what I do is I'll set a timer for like an hour or 2 hours, and I just go, and I just don't think. So and then sometimes it works out, and then most of the times it doesn't. But that's with anything creative. Like, you'll have 500 video ideas, and 10 of them are even close. Very happy making stuff you actually like. Your stuff is such early 2000s vibe. Also, sounds like music the beat forwards. You know, it's funny. That's what a lot of people say. They say it reminds me of Need for Speed, but not in a bad way. And so that makes me happy because it's like not dated per se, but it has like a vibe. That's kind of the goal I'm going for. Should start to have a goal to have David hit a riff on the guitar. I'll do it. I'm not good, but I'll do it. That's something I've neglected. I have neglected guitar more than anything in my life. I used to play all the time. Yeah, GM, just like that, basically. Oh, like, yeah, dude, it's so funny, Michael. The techno stuff, like, comes so natural to me. Like, the 160 BPM, or the 140 to 160 stuff just comes really natural. Everything else I really struggle with. Let me hear some piano stabs. Do I have this plugged in? Here, I'll see. Give me a sec. Oh, yeah, I have to, like, freaking set up the stream to have it and blah, blah, blah. So it might take me a second. Oh, wait, my speaker's off. Oh, there's me talking. Sorry, guys. I'm doing the thing right now. Sorry, guys. I promise I'm not ignoring you. Okay, well, wait. Cool, it's working. Well, if I need to hear it, I have to plug this in so you guys don't get blasted. Ah, crap. One sec. Jay, I gotta answer the super chat. Sorry. Just bought a 10 Audi A6 quad 3.0 turbo upgrades. I am uneducated. Michael will definitely be able to help you with that though, because he's an Audi tech, so he'll know more. Holy Victor! Oh my God, dude! Oh my God! Thank you. Holy, you're gonna give me a curse. Holy shit, dude. That's insane. Round of, oh wait, I have a thing now I can do. Wait, hold on. I've been waiting for this. Are you guys ready? Hold on. Did it work? Hold on. I can't tell if it worked or not. Gang. Round of applause. What else? What other sound effects do I have to mess with? Hold on. Oh, yes, very nice. Nice super chat. Do you think Toyota has a shot at breaking? Let me answer the super chat now that I'm actually crazy. Okay. Do you think Toyota has a shot at bringing their 10 to 13K Helix Champ to the US? And if so, how drastically do you think that would shake up the market in terms of affordable, compact, reliable, customizable? I'm rooting for them. I am rooting for them too. And I don't know if they're going to do it. But if they did, I wouldn't be surprised if it was marked up a little bit more here in the US, maybe to like 15 to 20. But even then, the Maverick on Ford's end is more expensive, but it's done very well in comparison to many other trucks nowadays when it comes to that small truck. And the Ranger did very well too. So I would not be surprised with the legacy of that truck from Top Gear and other people trying to destroy them and all that. I think they would sell well, personally. I think they would. Yeah, that's just my opinion though. Cars was Jesse. Hi, Jesse. Good to see you. You didn't miss. I mean, you missed a lot. I fell while skateboarding into the wall and knocked some of my frames around. And I've had some amazing people in the stream hang out with me tonight. It's been great. It's been an awesome Friday night. Is the FRS still good in 2026? Yeah, it's a good platform. Arthur, thank you for the super chat. Hope you're doing good. Thanks for all the years of great content. It's weird, but I don't get your notifications, and that's annoying. You are not the only one. And I could go on a rant about this for a year. But ever since that bell was introduced on YouTube, my channel was never the same. And I'm not saying poor me. It just, the data says. And it was just rough going through that time period. I basically had to restart. So, yeah, it's very annoying. My own parents were unsubscribed from me when the bell came along. So that was like, okay, that's saying something. Heck yeah, Joey, that'd be sick. Do you think we will get another small two-door truck? I don't know. I think the Slate truck is maybe the closest we're getting right now, but that's an EV. I know what you're talking about. I think for safety, probably not. That's probably where people aren't going to be able to justify it. Thank you, Mick. That's very nice of you to say. Appreciate the support. How do you feel about Audi's R5? So, you know, just for you, Victor, I'll go ahead and repeat it. I basically said I'm worried about the car's weight. I think it looks fantastic. I think it's a good-looking car, just like with the BMW M5. I think we're all going to be nervous about the weight. The M5 was very, 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 very fast. Like, people did not realize how fast that car was. When I drove it, it was extraordinarily fast. But braking in the wet was very scary on track. That's what I'm scared the RS5 is going to be as well. That dude in baby blue, yay! Dat dutifully to come out the notification issue. Oh man, how funny would that be? Sorry, fellas. It is loading at the moment. While that goes, I'm going to see what other sounds I have in this software, because I'm just having a good time. No, Victor, you're totally fine, man. You're such a supporter of me. Like, all these people are supporters of me, but you're always insanely supportive, so you're totally fine. Totally fine, man. I appreciate it. Either you review Euro cars, I still watch it because I love to own a Euro car someday. Thank you, Fernando. If you could take any car in any track, would Dream Track Day be? As of right now, it would be ZR1, GTD, and GT3 RS probably. It'd probably be that track because Savage Geese did that, and I was like, that's the day. That's the day. I was about to ask you making a intro. I was going to, but I forgot to. So, but yeah, I'm still working on it. Dave Rave must happen. That'll happen one day. It'll happen one day when I can play everything on here. Because it'll be copyright free. Where would it be though? In my probably where would it be though? Oh, well, I know Atlanta Motorsports Park really well, so I know how the car acts. Road Atlanta, I know really well. But maybe somewhere a little bit more tame that I could push harder, I guess you could say. Because Road Atlanta, you screw up, you could literally pass away. AMP is also extremely fast, but I would love the GTD and the ZR1 and at AMP. I would love to drive that track. It's very technical. It's where I won my first race in. It's probably that track, Atlanta Motorsports Park. Navo! Good to see Navo. What club with Savage Geese? Probably just doing a car review together. I've actually run into him at press events, and they're very, very good at what they do. I'm very impressed by what they do. Start a new EDM joke? Maybe. Because guess what? The stage name everybody gave me on here is what I'm going to go with. So right now, my friend Jacob, who FaceTimed earlier, we're bouncing off ideas of each other, what a logo will look like, and all that kind of stuff. So it's exciting. It's all for fun. It's all for fun. You know what I mean? Like having a creative outlet that's not just this has been very, very nice. It's been very nice. But I kind of replaced video games with it. So it's funny when I go home now, I'm just living on my laptop trying to make something. Yeah, the Stinger is an underrated car. I think the Stinger is a pretty good car for the money. The problem is I think their marketing was really bad. I think that's why it failed. And it's hard to take it seriously. And Kia's getting more respected now, but back then it was not respected. I would have to practice on a CDJ turntable a lot for me to have the confidence to do that. But I would like to do that and be fun. Victor, thank you for the super chat again, dude. Oh my god. Oh man, that is a... You know what? That is a badass super chat question, Victor. That is a heavy one. That's a heavy one. Okay, 15 vehicles would you bring to the US immediately bypassing? Oh man. I'm going to have to write this down to keep track. Sorry, I'm thinking. Because a lot of the stuff we all grew up wanting is legal now. So that's what's... I could do it in a context of if this was like 5-10 years ago, because I'd be like, everything, right? Now, most of it... That GM, that is a good idea. That is a great idea. What cars I'd import around 25-year rule. So it used to be like the RS6 wagon, right, from Europe. but then we got them. Pizza fun, pizza fun. 3B, please. Hey, thank you, Joey. Okay, Victor, going back. We're going back. Let's see. My God, this is hard. This is really hard. Michael, thank you. If you could, you should get a cheap Numark turntable. Oh, I have a Pioneer one, so I'll just have to practice more on it. Yeah, you know what? I might have to Google this, man. Cars you can import in 2026. I'm gonna have to cheat. Sorry, guys. Let's see. Current Driver has an article. I'm gonna be citing that. I was gonna say Renault Clio Sport. I think that'd be neat to have in the U.S. The turbo one, because we have no Renaults. That's kind of neat. Let's see. The Evo 7's legal now. Yeah, Evo's an Evo. Let's see. Ooh, the UK in Europe version of the EP3 Civic. Ours was not good in comparison to it. That'd be a good one. The DC5 Type R, we didn't get that. That's actually the motor that's in my Integra. DC5 Type R is a good choice. Let's see. The MG ZR. Man, yeah, there's kind of slim pickings this year. Let's try last year. Maybe last year had a little bit cooler stuff. The Lotus Exige, the UK one, was crazy. I remember that one. Holden Ute. Holden Ute's legal. Ford Falcon Ute. Falcon or Ute. Ford Falcon Ute. That'd be one. With a Barra in it. Those are 25 years now, right? Yeah. Is the Falcon Ute my Aussie friends? Are we within that now? Is that 25 years? Hi, Bartek. Which state has the best barbecue? Ooh. I'm biased because I was born in North Carolina and I like East Carolina vinegar-based barbecue. Like, that's my favorite. But when it comes to, like, quality, Texas is up there, obviously. It's way up there. Yeah, I think they're track specific. You know, when I drove Josh's Ute on track, but give me a second. Can you even have bad? Yes, you can. I've had bad barbecue. Let's keep going on this list. Let's keep going. Morgan Arrow 8. Don't know what that is. The Noble M12, baby. Yeah, a Noble. I love Noble. I know they can be like problem child, but I think they're so cool. Stagia, I've driven it. RS4 Avant. That's kind of neat. I don't know if I would buy one though, because or take it because reliability. Let's see. Toyota Caldina. That's pretty neat. It's a wagon from Toyota. But yeah, I don't know if I don't know if it's cool enough to be like, yes, that's the one. The Lancer wagon's legal now. S15's legal now. God, there's so many cars now that we have finally gotten past. Like all these years later that we dreamed about, they're all legal now. So I'm gonna actually look at an importer I know of and see what they've got laying around. Give me 1 second. Inventory. Lots of Land Cruisers. That's very common nowadays. Spec RS-15. Wow. Man, this is tough, Victor. You put me on the spot, man. This is one of the hardest questions I've ever had to really think about. I might have to say Evo 7 just to fill in the gap because I love Evos, even though they're problem childs. All right, what are we at right now? We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I'm gonna say Ford Falcon, sedan, or Ute. That'll be 2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, Alpina. Alpina. What's it called? The one James May drove for Grand Tour. What the heck is it called? Why am I blanking out, guys? It's the small one. It's the small one. What the heck is it called? I'm sorry, y'all. I'll just Google it. I give up. The A110. The A110. I would own an A110. I think they're really neat. I think they're a really cool car. That's up there. Everybody's so many thermostats in those. I'm not surprised at all. Focus RS5. Is that the Volvo one? I love those too. I think that's like the Volvo powered one. I might be wrong. No, it's not. Oh, yes. Okay, cool. Yeah, the Mark II Ford. That's such a cool car. I love that car. That's going on there. That's going on there. RS500's going on there. Focus RS500. The Supra, the Mark V Supra Final Edition, but the Japanese version. It was way faster. Even though the Final Edition here was really good, but Edition JDM, I'll put that in manual. I'm trying to avoid Skylines and GTRs like the plague. That's what I'm trying to avoid because I know that's like the answer. Let's see. Oh, a Kazi. A Ford Escort Cosworth. I think, are they legal now? Technically? But I'll just say it. They're overseas. They're cool. We never had them. How about that? GR Yaris, it's great. GR Yaris is great. I spent a week with one, and it was awesome. I reviewed it, but I never put the review out because the first video of me with the GR Yaris did so terrible. So I just didn't put out the other one. It's fully edited too. just never put it out because I was so bummed by the first one, to be transparent. But yeah, I'll put it down. Why not? GR Yaris. Toyota Verosa. That thing's crazy looking, dude. Okay, this one on Motor Trend I'm looking at is sick. It's built by Vortex. It's pretty weird. It's pretty weird, but I like it. It's got a 1J in it? Dude, come on. That's going on there. That's going on there. Toyota Verosa, JZX. It's got this weird like classiness to it, but also kind of goofy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I need one more. I need one more. True, Jesse. You're absolutely right. But I'm trying to stay within a year, right? The Cosmo's cool, but I can't maintain it. That's the issue with the Cosmo. It's such a cool car. But yeah. I did say you could bypass the Tweet for your rules, so 2001 to 26 normally would be the way to bring over, which makes it very hard. You're right. It does. I've driven the Pulsar GTR. I would not own one. It was a cool experience, but I wouldn't own one. TS50. Thank you for the super chat, by the way, Darren. Let me look at it. It's not coming to my brain yet, so sorry. Ah, yeah, is it the Falcon? Yeah, I have that on my list. Sorry, I didn't know the technical term of that one, but yeah, it was on my list. Let's see here, because that's the one I'm thinking of. Oh! I hate to say it, but the Ford Falcon that had the Coyote in it, the last one. That would be my pick. That'd be the last pick. So, Ford Falcon T50, Ford Falcon Ute, and Coyote Ford Falcon. So many Falcons, dude. Because I think the Coyote Falcon's so cool. Because it looks like a fusion with it. What is the list? If I can import a car right now, not having a... what about the Holden with the 2006? See, I feel like we already had them, right? I could just go get one and rebadge it. It's basically the same car. To me, it's different if we just never had it in any capacity for the most part, like with a Barra motor and stuff. Because, like, you drive a Chevy SS, that is a Holden, 100%. You drive, I mean, even the 2010 Camaro is based off of a Holden underneath. So that's more so why I avoided them, because I got to experience them kind of firsthand. Yeah, going back to the Pulsar GTIR, that car on paper was so much cooler than it was when I drove it. So that was one of the few like don't meet your hero cars. Like I liked it, but it was not like, whoa, I have to have this. Would you ever do collaboration with Maestro? I've never done one technically, but we've been in each other's videos. So good old redneck. Gotta hit this goal. Thank you, Michael. What do we add on the goal? I need to see it. Oh, we have one more left. Okay. I might, you know. 4 performance vehicles used on the... Yeah, definitely. How do you guys... Okay, question for you guys. Able streams going? Yes, that'll be the next goal. Michael, that'll be the next goal. We hit our goal. All right, now I have to talk about all the videos that I need to edit. Okay, so... All right, let's see here. You guys ready? I always fulfill my promises of the goals. So here we go. So far, I need to release Rivian Quad, which is the 1,000 horsepower Rivian. I know it's an EV, but I think it's an interesting conversation to be had about EVs and SUVs and how fast they are, so I did it. Rivian Quad. I also did a Rivian ride-along video with my car friends to get their opinion on it. So that one will be kind of a bonus video, kind of a behind-the-scenes video. And then, oh wait, hold on. Before I forget, I need to give a round of applause because, you know, everyone killed it. Everyone killed it on the goal. Appreciate all ya. Thank you. Far too kind. Okay, let's go. Okay, a Datsun wagon, an old 510 wagon, that was stunning. It was like an art piece. It's not fast, but the story was incredible. But it was so stunningly beautiful. I had to film it. Like so much work went into this car that I had to say yes. So it's a story-driven video. I don't know how it's gonna do, but I'm gonna release it because he's been waiting a long time. A twin turbocharge sleeper CTSV. It's a silver CTSV with like 1,000 horsepower. A 2,600 horsepower Lamborghini Huracan built by AMS. A naturally aspirated but turbocharged Lexus SC300 build. It was beautiful. Absolutely wonderful. An Audi 5-cylinder wagon build with a big turbo on it. Complete sleeper. Was very quiet but very fast. The 2015 Camaro Z28. I had never driven one, and it was phenomenal. The car is phenomenal. LS7, that's out of the Z06. Big tires all the way around. It was the answer to the GT350. Drove great. Super underrated Camaro. Actually, no, it was more of a competitor to the Boss 302 at the time. Let me rephrase that. Anyway, let's see here. The Maserati Gran Turismo. In my opinion, one of the only Maseratis that were cool. I hate every other Maserati I've driven so far. Like, hated them. Then finished the Eclipse, so that's done. I have a really sorted out track spec Honda S2000 with a supercharger on it. I have an Evo 6. I've done the Evo 5 through LZ, but I have never done the Evo 6. Subtle differences. Did the Evo 6. I did a 5-cylinder Volvo wagon as well. And then, let's see, I gotta remove that because I already said that one. Okay, the G80 M4. I don't know how people are gonna care about it because it's really expensive. It's a M4 comp, buck-tooth brawler kind of thing. The GR Yaris. If everybody requests me to release the GR Yaris review, I will release it. I drove the Jaguar F-Type. I had never done an F-Type review. So that's going to be kind of a video talking about how it's in my opinion, their last good car, even though it still had a lot to be desired, to be honest. CT5V, it's the twin turbo V6 one. I did a review of that. The GMC AEV, it's the big off-roading Ranger Raptor competitor. I also did a Mazda MX-3 on track, crazy front-wheel drive one. A BMW E30 on track. A Mazda RX-2, like the original rotary car. Drove the RX-2. A really fast R32 Skyline GT-ST rear-wheel drive. I might do a video of my experience going to the Las Vegas Concours, which is like, super bougie, fish out of water, David, around rich people. So I could do that as a video in the format of the donk video. Because I filmed the Las Vegas Concours video the same day I filmed the donk video. So it was like polar opposite. The original V8 BMW X5, if anyone's interested in it, it's the first ever sports sedan. Going to Dakar last year. It's kind of late to the party, but I never got around to editing it, sadly. Depending on what people care about, maybe I'll release that. I did a fast ATS Cadillac, a RB26 big turbo Datsun 260Z. Guy's story was fascinating. It was unbelievably beautiful. White, big drag slick. It was beautiful. It was a lot like the setup Jesse had. But it was just, oh my God, I can't express how well done this car was. Going to a no prep race. I have that on the list just in case. I also have possible videos. I have, and obviously the Bugatti Veyron. Did that one the other day. So I gotta write that down. So there's a lot of videos I have to edit. There's also me talking about Forza Horizon 6, if anybody cares about that. But I'll probably either do a discussion about it, or I'll just do a review when it comes out. That's probably what I'm leaning towards, of just kind of waiting till it comes out. Also, project car update video, which ones I'm selling and getting rid of and all that kind of stuff. And I think that's everything. So a lot. So I have, as of right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 28 videos to work on. Oh. So yes, I got a lot, which is good. It's a good problem to have. Very good problem to have. But I also would like to film and travel and do all that, So a lot of the videos I'm working on, I'll be honest with you guys, I lack a little bit of confidence in. Because it is a lot of weird stuff, right? You have like the RX2 and all that, and you don't know how it's going to go. So we'll see. We'll see. No, and sadly, I don't have enough to fill for the year. To have a good month for me on YouTube, I have to do about 12 videos a month. That's to break even. I have to do 12 videos a month. So, and you have to pray they'll do good. So it's a big risk. It's a lot of work, and that's why it's grind away, man. Hey Dynasty, it's good to see you. I want to see you do more stuff with T-Pain. Yeah, me too, man. I actually am. I do a side gig for him behind the scenes, and it's been really, really fun. In fact, we were talking about it earlier. I finally got the guts to show T-Pain music I made, and I was so nervous. I showed him my entire catalog, but to just tell you guys about his character, we filmed a podcast. Everybody went home. It was already 12 o'clock at night. And he's like nocturnal, dude. He just wasn't sleeping at the time. And I finally was like, hey man, I finished something. I know you get this all the time. Like, I know people send you music all the time, but would you mind listening to some of my stuff? And he sat with me from 12:30 at night to 4:30 in the morning, and one-on-one listened to everything I made and vibed with me. And I'm always getting emotional thinking about it. Like, it's one of the best memories I've ever had. And he took the time, he listened to it, he gave me feedback. He loved 90% of it, or probably 99% of it, which was awesome. And he said basically like, hey, you need to keep going, and I'll be kind of disappointed if you don't release anything. And so that was like, dude, like I'm happy now, So it just was awesome. Like it's still like so freaking awesome. Thank you, Michael, for sticking around, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'll gladly check out what you've been making, dude. I'll be excited. JM, thank you so much for that super chat, by the way. No, I don't make rap music. I use rap vocals sometimes, but no, I make dance music. So basically I make everything from like lo-fi to the range is huge. I make lo-fi to like UK garage style dubstep to that's where people say I get Need for Speed vibes, and then I make like 160 BP of techno too. So like I make everything. He said I should release the UK stuff first. He said that's what like, was like, whoa. And then the lo-fi stuff he really, really liked. So that was neat. Thanks, Coherent. That's so nice of you to say. Thank you. That's awesome. Well, thank you for coming to a live. AutoZam? Oh, I like it. I think it's the coolest K car. I think it's the coolest one out of all of them. Oh, GM, I made I made a paper cut techno remix that I played for him, believe it or not. I used paper cut vocals and chopped them up and remixed it to a techno blade style beat. So it's funny you said that. He said, I feel like I was in the movie Blade. I was like, yeah. So clip that. Gaiman, I have not put anything out yet. But I'll play something for you if I set it as a goal. But I do plan on releasing it because I have nothing to lose, right? I'm not a full-time musician. I just do it for fun. I replaced music production, I replaced video games with music production, and it's been one of the healthiest things I've ever done for myself. Like, just the feeling you get when you make something that isn't complete trash, it is like a high. It is like the best thing. It's like the best thing because it's something you dream about doing for years, and then when you finally put it in the work, you're like, oh my god, I did the thing. So neat. What chassis deserves better powertrains, and what drivetrains deserve a better chassis? The drivetrain that deserves a better chassis right now is the Dodge Hurricane engine. I know that sounds very weird, but a friend of mine put one in their pickup truck and ran an 8-second quarter mile already. Amazing. Chassis deserve better powertrain. I think the go-to is the Fox body. Right, most people like the V8 that's in it, but they always put something better in it. That's kind of a cop-out answer, but yeah. Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to do that. Ah, no, I screwed it up. I screwed it up again, guys. There we go. I fixed it. It better be, well, there's kind of a rule, GM, like the best advice I've ever gotten was don't do this if you're not going to be brave enough to ever release it, right? I mean, because that'll just make you be stuck, right? And so that kind of keeps you in check to be like, would I listen to this on iTunes? Would I listen to this on Spotify? Would I listen to this on SoundCloud? And the answer is almost always no. And then you get that one and you're like, okay, cool. Victor, I don't know, man, because I know they keep saying they're going to bring it back. I think they're bringing it back in the trucks, or they already did. I think they already did a Hemi truck, if I'm top of my mind, but we'll see. Oh, side note, I'm going to be drifting the 6-pack on some ice soon. I'm going up to Vermont to do some drifting in the new 6-pack, so it'd be sweet. Stoked about that. When it comes to Ford bringing back sedans, I think they're talking about doing it, which I don't know how I feel about that because they're already in like a financial situation at the moment. They lost a crap ton of money last year, so I don't know if it's a good idea. I don't know how I feel about it. I like Ford sedans, but I don't know how it's going to go. Oh yeah, would you guys be interested if I did a video about the whole EPA thing? I know it's kind of it's not a sexy video, but if you want me to kind of do a little coverage on it, let me know. I can do that. OSHA, OSHA violations. Sorry, one sec. I gotta... I'm just taking notes, guys. Sorry. It helps me keep my brain tracked. The death system seemed to be the biggest complaint. Because I had several friends get stranded because of that crap. Because of the limp mode. That was bad. That was really bad. GM, my friend, sung that one time while working on a car. That's what I think every time I hear OSHA. How do you feel about the new Grand Tour host? I think it's a great. I think Throttle House is an extremely good choice. I'm not super familiar with the train enthusiast guy, and there's absolutely no hate I have for the train enthusiast guy. But Throttle House is an obvious choice for me because they base it, straight pipes as well, like that format. That they would have killed it as well. I think. The best SpongeBob meme of all time. Oh man. Doodle Bob's up there. The Mihoy Mihai is up there. But when it comes to like funny clips on SpongeBob, oh my god, I could talk about SpongeBob for a year because the first 3 seasons are seared into my head. I love the first 3 seasons of that show. Underdog, lots of fire extinguishers. Coherence, I'm glad you're okay, man. Jeez, that's rough. That's nobody's. I mean, hitting a deer is serious, dude. Time attack or drag? Ooh, for a full day of racing, I love time attack. Because you get that flow state of improving. But drag racing, there is something special about just going straight as fast as you can. Future. Yeah, I've done some drag racing content in the past, but yeah, I have like a no prep video I filmed, but we'll see how that goes. I've also gone to World Cup finals up in Maryland too and did some videos there. Okay, fellas, I have to pee once again. Don't make fun of the chair. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Bomb. Best drink. Rude. At least I announce when I'm leaving, you know? So a lot of people just get up when they're streaming. Alright, we back. Dang, 20 people left. They just hated that chair, man. They just hated it so much. Crazy, you know? Let's get Do they have a sad song in my little piece of software? That's what I need. No, they don't. Okay, hold on. Oh wait, yeah, this will say. That's how people felt when I left. Jeez, Vic, come on. Please get yourself a nice recliner or a new chair. I beg of you. Hey, man, this. Good God, bro. Oh my God, dude. That's insane. I didn't know you could put people in timeout. I just put Victor in. Holy crap, dude. Okay. Well, okay. Just for that, Victor. Does anyone actually care if I play you guys as hog or not? Because I can change the goal or remove the goal. If not, then I'll just remove it and it's fine. Then we can end the stream pretty soon. If so, I'll play some for you. If not, it's all good. This is a car channel, so it's fine. Okay, here. I'm going to make a poll. So I'm going to give you genre options. Here you go. Now we're going to see. Here comes the poll. Oh, this is, oh boy. It's close. I think I'll give it, okay, man, no one's voting. We gotta have people voting. I gotta know what to do. If there's only 17 votes, I can't make a good decision. We want them all. Well, how about that? I'll play one, and if you guys like it, I'll play you more. Is that fair? Is that fair? I'm gonna see if you guys care or not. So, because I know, okay, this is gonna sound weird. I know it's kind of an eye roll when a friend or somebody says like, "Oh, I make music now." So I get it. I completely get it. All right. Well, let me. I actually don't have. Oh, I'll. Actually, I might have to grab the file from my email because I don't think it's on this computer. Give me one sec. I think it's this one. Yes. Okay. Download. Sweet. Put that. Grab that. Put it in Ableton because it's just the easiest, fastest way to do it. So you guys can hear it. And then I'm going to have to route this. This is where we're going to have technical difficulties, okay, boys? It might take me a second, okay? Present. Okay. Is this it? Share screen with Ableton. Also share audio. Share. Okay. Can you guys see this? I need to see if this is working. Oh, wait, no. Here we go. Okay, now do you guys see it? Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate you. Okay, and now I'm going to test the audio. So please listen closely, okay? I wonder if this... Do you guys hear that tone? Yeah, you might want to... Yeah. Well, that's also that sample. But yeah, just turn it down a little bit before I play it. Okay. All right. We're going full UK dubstep. That's what everybody wanted first, so that's what we're doing. Okay. No pressure.
Whole gang, old man, old school, young jam, all black, MZ, still screaming out that chain gang. Get it, that's your why my baby been about. Shit with your margin gave you girl, go and bust it out. Make a simp pay big, then we can work it out. But I'm no Adam 22, that's not we do in the South. Whole gang, old man, old school, young jam, all black, MZ, still screaming out that chain gang. Whole gang, old man, old school, young jam, all black, MZ, still screaming out that chain gang. Get it. Get it.
Oh, really?
Get it, that's your why my baby been about. Shit with your margin gave you girl, go and bust it out. Make a simp pay big, then we can work it out. But I'm no Adam 22, that's not we do in the South. Whole gang, old man, old school, young jam, all black, MZ, still screaming out that chain gang. Young jam, all black, MZ, still screaming. Get it. Get it, that's your why my baby been about. Shit with your margin gave you girl, go and bust it out. Make a simp pay big, then we can work it out. I'm no Adam 22, that's not we do in the South. Whole gang, old man, old school, young jam, whole gang, old man, old school, young jam, whole gang, old man, old school, young jam, all black, MZ, still screaming out that chain gang.
There's one. You have now heard the UK sound I do. So there it is. Vocals are royalty-free vocals off of Splice. It's a Splice sampled. So you did fully cooked yes, I've kept it close to the chest I learned the basics from July to November. November, I made my first song I was confident in. So out of like 500 something attempts, it was the one I was like, okay, I did it. Then from November to now, I really grinded, like really grinded at night. I would do YouTube stuff all day and then do this all night. because I enjoyed it so much. So that's what I've been doing. How dare you hold back on us? Well, the good thing is typically if there's not many people talking to chat, it's usually a good sign. It's usually a better sign than, yo, this is terrible. Maybe eventually, Fernando. Maybe eventually. There's many reviews of samples. That was something else. Yeah, I appreciate that. I made another UK one that is like combining 3-6 Mafia style Memphis vocals, like from funk, you know, like drift funk, with the UK style dubstep drums. Does that make sense? So that, you guys might like that one if you're into like car culture and stuff. And there's that one too. But I made this house song I'm so proud of recently. So I may play that if you guys are interested in. It's just vibes. Like it's just it's so pretty. Brett Summer. Yeah, no, Icebreaker. Everyone was saying, like, yeah, if you do Cosmic again, you need to just do the entire soundtrack now. So, so if the chat is still interested, first of all, if you're still interested, please let me know, because then we can, you know. Second, if not, House one or UK one, pick one. That way I can do that. No, I cannot rap, and I'm not going to pretend to rap. I'm just saying, GM. I'm just saying. All right. Here, hold on. Okay, UK. Okay, we're doing the UK one again. Okay. Let me get that. Let me find it. Okay. This one, I'm not gonna lie. This one goes pretty effing hard. I like this one a lot. And it's funny, this one was one that I did quick. I did it in, I think, 2 hours, which is nothing, like, for this type of stuff. I just was like, yep, this is fire. I'm going to lean into it. I love this one. And it's short and sweet. Okay. Sound check. Okay. Ready? Everybody ready? We all buckled in? We all doing it? We doing it? We doing it live? Whatever. It's off by a beat, but that's okay.
Smoke, but it don't on fire. Cruise through the south like a midnight rider. Soul in my grill and the tank on E. Still make waste when the bass hit me. Chop with the reaper, roll with the haste. Eyes too low, got the ghost in the gate. Never too safe when you walk my ace. Hands too cold, but the heat don't waste it. Call me in the city, I'm working 53rd. If the brothers on the L, then I think you know the world. All the ready in the luggage, then it's going to my thirst. Everybody in the area, nothing but the hurt. Call me in the city, I'm working 53rd. If the brothers on the call me in the city, I'm working 53rd. If the brothers on the L, then I think you know the world. All the ready in the luggage, then it's
I'm the top one, the rest get popped on.
Bullets in the paranoia on my mind. Bully bad, you stepping out of line, they get declined. Bullets in the paranoia on my mind. Bully bad, you stepping out of line, they get declined. Bullets get declined.
everybody in the area, nothing but the hurt.
That's two. You guys like it? I like that one a lot because it's kind of background music, but also kind of in your face. I like that one a lot. All right, I'm gonna play you this house beat I made. Yeah, we're already here. Screw it. We're already here. I'm gonna play you this house beat I made the other day. I gotta find it though. Oh no, I'm probably better at this than I am with a guitar, to be honest. I can do some guitar stuff, but not a lot of guitar stuff. What did I call it? What did I call that song? Maybe I can find it. Me. Oh wait. Oh crap. Oh, okay. I found it. Perfect. Found it. Sick. This one, a lot of people I've sent this to have liked this one because it's just very simple and it's really pretty. Okay, we doing it? I need a thumbs up for everybody. I need the emojis. I need all the emojis. Give me all the emojis to play this next one. This will probably be the last one that I gotta go. The green ones are so funny. All right.
That's on God. No more fights, no more ties, that's on God. No more time, no more lies, that's on God. No more fights, no more ties, that's on God. This doesn't have to be complicated. Why would you make it so complicated? Baby, won't you come a little closer? Won't you come on over? Everything you promised me, nothing like I thought it'd be. Everything you promised me, nothing like I thought it'd be. So complicated. Nothing like I thought it'd be. Everything you promised me. Nothing like I thought it'd be. No more time, no more lies, that's on God. No more fights, no more ties, that's on God. No No more time, no more lies, that's on God. No more fights, no more ties, that's on God.
Hey. All done. I think, okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad you guys like that one. I like that one a lot. Everyone, what I think the biggest compliment I've gotten from my car friends is I would work to cars on this, I would drive to this, all that, and they like it. Even one second, let me stop this. There's one I'm just gonna show you for fun. I'm just gonna show you for fun because it's my inspiration was a '90s racing game, and I did it in 50 minutes. It was just a challenge for me. My friend Hunter was like, I really like the old '90s D&B stuff. I said, I'll make you a beat real fast, and it turned out really fun. Hold on. It's not, I don't think it's as refined, but it was a speed run. So let me download it real quick. You'll be like, your N64 would like a word with you. This is like straight anime, whatever. All right. You guys ready? Driving music is kind of a goal. It kind of is, because I listen to music the most in the car. And that's the thing. Okay, you guys ready for this one? This one just, it's super short and sweet. It's just fun.
Even the darkest corners come to light.
See, that one to me is just like a really fun, just chill beat to have in the background. You know what I mean? It's like, brings back that 90s nostalgia. But yeah, that's how I see it. Release thing! I made a like time-lapse style Odessa song. So let's see. It's not perfect. I gotta tweak some things, but I think that it's background song, background music.
I'm just trying to get out of my mind at this point. I don't know. I guess I'll just keep reaching for the moon. I'm sure you've heard this question before, haven't you? Will I eventually evaporate into a black hole? Can you imagine floating weightless, like a satellite in the black sky? Can you imagine floating weightless, like a satellite in the black sky? I guess we'll just keep reaching for the moon in the black sky. I'm sure you've heard this question before, haven't you? I guess I'll just keep reaching for the moon.
Ta-da! That's my longest one out of all of them. That's the longest one I got. So, and it's kind of by design, right? It's just supposed to be kind of atmospheric, right? Well, since everyone seems to be enjoying themselves, is there, do you want another lo-fi song like that, or do you want a UK one again? We're already here. I might as well do at least one more. We're already here. And then I'll cap it off with one more. Yeah, but Kraft mac and cheese goes so hard. I think we can all agree. Lo-fi. Okay, lo-fi, lo-fi. Clap that! I'm also glad that a lot of you guys were not at the first stream I showed music. Like, I showed music, I think, a month or so ago. And I'm so glad there's some fresh ears in here and giving me their honest opinion. It's very helpful, obviously. Ooh, lo-fi, lo-fi. All right. Let's see. You know what? We're going to settle it with the good old poll. That's what we're going to do. Oh, well, no, I did play you guys 2 dubstep songs, so. Yeah, I'll play you one that I like a lot. How about that? It's very pretty. We're gonna do that. We'll do the pretty one. A little bit faster pace, but it's pretty. I would consider it lo-fi. This was the first thing I showed T-Pain. Freaking can't believe I'm saying that out loud. I made this in my Vegas hotel room during SEMA. And I was so happy with it. I couldn't believe I was able to pull it off. All right.
I dream about things way beyond this atmosphere. But for now, I'm here. I just wonder if the empty space would make me go insane. But I think too much. But if there's only one thing I do know, once you let them in, fear will literally kill you from the inside. Don't know anything. And we're just waiting in line to wake up. Once you let them in, fear will literally kill you from the inside.
Ta-da! All right. That's all you get for today. But I appreciate you guys listening to music, especially people that are not musicians. It does take time, and I appreciate you taking the time to listen. I do. So it means a lot to me for you guys to take the time to listen to this and give me your opinion and all that. I really do appreciate it. All right. Okay. Okay, Kevin, yes, that's an amazing thing. Here, shoot me an email. Here, hold on, please. Okay, I'm going to end the stream on that one. I think that was a good thing to end on. It's been almost 3 hours. Appreciate you all hanging out with me. Email me again. Spam me. I have like 20,000 unread. Just do it again. Appreciate every single one of you guys for taking the time to listen and also taking the time to just ask me questions all night. Everybody's been super supportive. Thank you to Victor and Michael and everybody else who gave me crazy amounts of super chats, guys. I mean, like, it's insane. It is so nice of you. Next video is Ed Bullian's Bugatti Veyron coming out on Sunday. So please, please, please check that out on Sunday. And I see y'all next time. See you guys.